station of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
From the bright lights of the Big Apple to the beautiful beaches of SoCal, it's a rivalry that has spanned 3,000 miles.
Popped up. The Angels, for the first time, win a postseason series, and they march on to the American League Championship Series.
And endure the test of time.
Yankees win the pennant.
Tonight, Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, and the rest of the Halos will take on the pride of today's Yankees as the captain, Derek Jeter, makes his farewell stop at the Big A. Yankees, Angels, next. Well, the homestand got started on a good note, a sweep of the Cleveland Indians. The Angels dropped 2 of 3 to the Texas Rangers, and tonight they welcome in the New York Yankees for their one and only visit of 2014. Hi, everybody, from inside the Big A, we welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubas. I'm Victor Rojas. So glad you could join us once again. Of course, the Angels did face the New York Yankees on that last road trip. The Halos lost 2 of 3 in that series, so looking to return the favor, and of course, a lot of big faces, a lot of big names in this series.
Yeah, Victor, a lot of superstars in this series here with the Yankees and the Angels, and of course, you can't get any bigger than what we're going to see with Albert Pujols. Now over 500 career home runs, 502, and he's driving the ball exceptionally well, driving in some big runs. Mike Trout, a .380 career hitter against the Yankees, 7 stolen bases in 7 attempts. He can score, he can steal bags, and he can prevent runs. And then, of course, then you got Derek Jeter, over 3,000 career hits, the captain of this Yankee ball club, putting together world championship rings. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch these guys go out there and compete. We do have some pitchers that are going to go out and try to get people out, but with those stars with the bat, it's going to be a lot of fun.
We're going to use pitchers tonight? Might as well, right?
Might as well.
Yeah, Jared Weaver's on the hill for the Angels. David Phelps makes his first start coming out of the bullpen. He'll go for the New York Yankees. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A, so sit back and relax. We're going to bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. Angels game of this 3-game series against the visiting New York Yankees, and crowd still filing into this ballpark. And they were here early. A lot of Yankee fans in attendance, especially down that first base line as batting practice was going on. Of course, to see number 2 that will more than likely go in the monuments out at center field at Yankee Stadium once his career is done.
And a lot of activity around this area. You got the hockey game and then the Yankees and Angels. If you're a fan, it's the place to be.
Halos, of course, dropped 2 of 3 to the New York Yankees on the last road trip, and see if they can kind of put it all together. They're 4-2 on the current homestand, sweeping the Indians and then dropping 2 of 3 to the Texas Rangers. Today they'll face kind of an unknown, and David Phelps is making the spot start with some of the questions that the Yankees have had in their rotation due to injuries, and of course the suspension to Michael Pineda on top of the injury that he's already suffered as well. Here's the lineup that the Yankees are running out there this evening. 16 and 14 atop the American League East. Brett Gardner will lead things off in left. Derek Jeter, the shortstop, he'll bat second. Jacoby Ellsbury drops to the number 3 spot. He's batted there a couple of times, but the Angels saw him in the leadoff spot a couple of weekends ago. Mark Teixeira at first base. Brian McCann is doing the catching. Alfonso Soriano, the DH. Kelly Johnson at third. It's Brian Roberts at second. And Ichiro Suzuki getting to start in right field. Carlos Beltran's been struggling of late. Ichiro's been red hot, so that's why Suzuki is in the lineup. Taking off Jared Weaver. Comes in with a 2-2 record and an even 4 ERA.
Yeah, 6-4 in his career versus the Yankees. Been throwing the ball much better of late. Obviously for Weaver, always the keys for him to be able to do is get some quick outs, especially against this Yankee lineup that is very patient, and establish your heater. Get back to that mentality that you can get people out with your fastball and then finish off with that great curveball and changeup.
Let's check out the defense behind Weaver tonight. As Grant Green makes his second start in left field, Mike Trout is in center, Colin Cowgill in right. The infield consists of Ian Stewart, Eric Ibar, Howie Kendrick, and Albert Pujols from third to first, and Chris Arnett is behind the plate.
And it's good to see Albert Pujols back at first base for the last couple of games as a designated hitter. Started 25 out of 31 games, a Gold Glove winner back in the day with the Cardinals. Been fielding the ball very well with quick footwork this year,
and feeling all right after getting bonked on the helmet yesterday by Yu Darvish's pitch. Good to see him back at first base. Tonight's first pitch is being delivered by Shumash Casino Resort. Halos reverting back to, and it's usually the pitcher's choice, but the same home white uniforms, but they've gone back to the black belts, back to the black shoes.
You'd like to see that?
Mixing
Weaver
it up.
Always wears the white top, it seems to be.
Yep. Brett Gardner ready to lead things off in New York. 283 average, a home run, 11 runs batted in. 3 doubles, good speed. Stewart playing in on the grass. The first one is a little number to the right side. Weaver has it. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Shortstop, number 2, Derek Jeter.
First one to Jeter, down and in.
You know you're a special player when you're in an opponent's ballpark and they give you that type of standing ovation. And the roll call here.
Jeter comes in batting .240, 3 doubles, 6 runs batted in. Now the 1-1. This is lifted out to shallow left center field. Trout moving in and over. 2 down.
Think about the top 2 in the order for the Yankees against Weaver. Not a lot of success. Gardner 133 batter, Jeter 185. So just 7 for 42, which is a good sign for Weaver getting 2 quick outs.
So 2 outs, nobody on it. It's Jacoby Ellsbury. Mark Teixeira is on deck. Ellsbury dropped down to the 3 spot. Batting .333, has a home run and 14 runs batted in. pitch misses up and away. By the way, it is Laz Diaz calling the balls and strikes tonight. Scott Berry at first base, Jeff Nelson at second, and Marcus Patillo at third base. This one bounced over to Albert. 2 ground ball outs and a fly ball out for Jared Weaver, and we are underway here at the Big A. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Ibar, Trout, and Pujols coming up with those scores. This ball game, we'll check out Mike Scioscia starting 9 for the Halos, who find themselves 3.5 back in the West and in third place with a 15-15 record. Eric Ibar will lead things off and play shortstop. Mike Trout in center. Albert Pujols at first base. C.J. Cron gets the start in that cleanup spot, and as the DH, Howie Kendrick in second, Ian Stewart at third. Chris Sinet is doing the catching. It's Grant Green in left. Colin Cowgill rounding out that starting 9. He'll patrol right field as they take on the 27-year-old right-hander native of Hazelwood, Missouri. Name of David Phelps.
David Phelps' fastball is 88 to 93. Throws quite a few cut fastballs, a curveball, and solid changeup. And the keys to go against Phelps: don't let that fastball go. We've seen that a lot lately, where you had a fastball down the middle and let it go, and then had to deal with secondary pitches. And get him out early in the game. He's going to be on a pitch count. He's been down in the bullpen, probably around 5 innings or 75 pitches.
First start and his 24th career start in the big leagues. Last year made 12 of them for the Yankees. As a starter, 7-6 at a 4.39 ERA. We'll face Eric Ibar to lead things off here at the bottom of the first. Eric hitting .281 with a couple of home runs, 16 runs batted in, 7 doubles, 2 triples on the year. Had a 3-hit game yesterday. This one right back up the middle, hits off the foot of Phelps, and it bounces right to Jeter, and instead of a single, it's an out. 1-6-3 goes the put out. We'll check out the Yankees defensively behind David Phelps. Gardner, Ellsbury, Ichiro Suzuki in the outfield from left to right. It's Johnson, Jeter, Robertson, Teixeira around the infield from third to first. McCann behind the plate.
Mark Teixeira over at first base for the Yankees, although not quite as crisp on the defensive end so far this season. He has 5 Gold Gloves. He's done a tremendous job as far as making everyone in this infield defense much better for the Yankees.
Teixeira with 3 errors on the season. The Yankees 1 fewer error than the Angels on the year, to 17. Halos with 18. As Mike Trout steps in, first one on the way from Phelps, and it is a strike on the outside corner. Trout had a tough series against the Texas Rangers. Ended up going 0 for 3 yesterday. Did pick up a sacrifice fly, his 19th run batted, and the average now at 300. 6 home runs, 384 on base percentage. Little cutter or slider missing down and away. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Yankees going down in order in the top of the first, and Ibar rifling one off the foot of Phelps. It ricocheted to Jeter. A little bit high. That's 2 balls, 1 strike. We're seeing more and more of that as far as the plan of attack against Mike Trout, trying to get him to chase fastballs up.
like he's always has done throughout his young career. He's made real good adjustments and catches up to that fastball.
Reaches for the breaking ball. 2-2. Mike in that series against Texas went 1 for 11. Pujols on deck. Two down. This is looped out towards short. Jeter has it. Oh, the ball must have been knuckling out there. 2 away. And as Pujols steps to the plate, we'll check out our Hyundai key to the game.
Since we are in Cinco de Mayo, we're going a little La Bamba for the Halos here tonight. Trying to drive some balls out of the ballpark, get an early lead, and allow Weaver to go out there and perform his mastery.
There's Albert. 2 outs, nobody on. Albert hit his 10th home run yesterday. A heck of a shot. As he takes outside. Pujols hitting 287. 25 runs batted and also has 8 doubles. Albert a 1-for-3 game yesterday. Of course, mentioned the hit by pitch in the 5th inning. Served as a DH the last 2 games. Back at first base tonight. Now just below the knees. 2-0.
A real good fastball count now for Pujols.
The Yankees team currently 11th as far as staff ERA at 4.30. Got to deal with some injuries. The big one, Ivan Nova being shelled. Pineda on the disabled list now. TC Sabathia has been ineffective. And Hiroki Kuroda has been a different Kuroda than what we've seen the last couple of years.
No question about that.
But Tanaka's been as advertised. That one is a strike on the corner. 3-1. Starters from New York, 13-11 record and a 4.59 ERA. Their bullpen at 3-3 with a 3.81. There's Kuroda on the left, Tanaka on the right. Angels saw him. As it bounces back to the mound. Albert chased that breaking ball. And Phelps returns the favor with a 1-2-3 first. One complete here at the Big A, and we're scoreless. No score. So I think that guy's conflicted right there. You got a Yankee fan sitting next to an Angel fan. The Yankee fan's happy. He's got his grub. The Angel fan's wearing an Angel jersey. That's a Red Sox hat, isn't it? Or, well,
like
you know what?
Maybe a Brooklyn.
In this part of town, you might as well call it a Bruins hat.
Yes, that's what it was.
A Brooklyn hat. Mark Teixeira takes a strike. Yeah, when all else fails, just say it's Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn.
The Nets. They took care of the Raptors in Game 7.
Yeah, what a game that was.
No doubt. Teixeira, McCann, Soriano. As Mark has himself a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Teixeira, 6-game hitting streak, a .268 batting average, 5 home runs now, 10 runs batted in. Angels overshift. That slow breaking ball. This is down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's the shift with Kendrick out in shallow right field. And some are saying that that mistake that Garrett Richards made to Teixeira 2 Sundays ago may have gotten Teixeira's power stroke back from the left side of the plate. I was upstairs.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier today. He said his wrist feels great. He's comfortable at the plate once again. When he's comfortable at the plate, there's a lot of power from both sides of the plate for Teixeira.
3-1 now. And he walked it. That one gets away from Iannetta. So first base run of the ball game, courtesy of the base on balls. Brian McCann coming up. And folks, the Angels kick off the Armed Forces Weekend May 15th when they take on the Rays at 7:05. Fans in attendance will receive a Mike Trout camo shirt, courtesy of State Farm while supplies last. Purchase your tickets at the Angels Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com. Jared missing upstairs again with a fastball, and that's been the issue. The breaking ball changeup combination has been good. We saw him with the 6 strikeouts in the Cleveland Indians, mostly on those pitches. The fastball has been the issue, and that's where the home runs have come in.
And that's why we talked about establishing his heater, getting more confidence back in this pitch, to be able to throw it where he wants to throw his fastball.
And with McCann at the plate, also 3 infielders on the right side. Albert's playing behind Teixeira. New York has run 24 stolen bases. They've been caught 3 times. They're second in the American League. The Angels are 4th. Teixeira, 1 of 2. McCann tries to push it on the third base side. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Stewart was playing at the shortstop position. This is something we saw in Weaver's last start here. We're not happy with the shifts and, of course, having to deal with those bunting situations.
Especially with the man on first and no outs. That's not a bad idea by McCann to do that. I mean, if you get that ball down the third base line, that's a base hit. You know, all of a sudden you have first and second no outs.
And even if it's not, you could probably be credited with a sacrifice because you're not going to get anybody out at second as the curveball is low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And the way things are set up right now, you know, around Major League Baseball, you know, the Yankees have looked at film and they've seen a couple bunts against Weaver, bunted down the third base line. They were successful. That got Jared a little bit upset about it.
2-1, rolls over this one to Kendrick. Kendrick fires over to Stewart, over to first, and not in time. A slow developing play, and so the Angels unable to turn the double play. Mike Scioscia is going to come out and talk with Scott Barry. This will give Dino Ebel, the bench coach, an opportunity to get on the phone with Nick Francona.
Well, it sure looked from up here. If he has his foot on the base poles, he's going to be out.
Oh, that was interesting. Question is, was the foot on the bag? Here's a better angle, perhaps.
Foot just about ready to land.
Yeah. See, on that one, it looks like the foot touched.
Yeah, I think he's going to be ruled safe. And I think that's the right call. Just as the foot gets down, the baseball going in the glove. Good call.
No argument from Mike Scioscia. McCann reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 out, 1 on. Here's Alfonso Soriano. Soriano, the DH, swings and misses on the first pitch breaking ball. Alfonso hitting .254, has 5 home runs and 12 runs batted in. Now going back to that play too, not only was it a slow developing play, but you also have a third baseman trying to turn the double play.
Exactly right. It's a different throw for Stewart, although he played a little bit of second base, but still from the shortstop position, a longer throw for him.
That was way upstairs. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or pardon me. Yeah, that's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now you have a guy out here with someone on base in McCann, with Soriano with great numbers against Weaver. 5 for 6 with 2 home runs.
Off the plate. And the last time these two teams met, we talked about Soriano's dominance against the Angels last season, both as a Cub and as a Yankee, so no need to regurgitate those numbers. But they were ridiculous. McCann over at first base with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Down goes Soriano, 2 down.
And that's what you have to try to get Soriano to chase. Slow breaking balls. Hart's got a slider there. Soriano, even a fastball upstairs, he can get on top of. So you throw that fastball off the plate and then finish off with breaking stuff.
This one lifted, foul, and out of play on the third base side. Kelly Johnson getting to start tonight at third base, hitting .222, 4 home runs, and 9 runs batted in, has 5 doubles, 1 triple. Inside.
It's early in the game, but we've seen some decent velocity out of Weaver. Popped a fastball in at 89 already today.
One and 2. One, 2. Oh, get off me, swing down and in.
Well, what we've seen so far, too, from Weaver is established both his curveball and slider and been able to throw it in the strike zone.
Outstanding.
Another 1-2 inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one at 86 miles per hour.
Well, because he's been able to establish a pretty good fastball velocity-wise, he can come back in with that no-seam fastball inside or throw a slow curve away.
Boy, I think Weaver wanted that one.
Great changeup.
Now full count with 2 outs. McCann's going to be on the move.
Well, you can't throw in a better changeup than that. It's 77, hitting the outside corner.
The question, when if you could actually question an umpire, was it low or outside in his opinion? 3-2, and that is a called strike 3. So at least he gave him the upper part of the strike zone. And you see Weaver asking Diaz if that pitch before was down low. Tag West Fan Photo for a chance to have it shown in an upcoming game broadcast, and it is brought to you by AT&T. 2 strikeouts in the second for Weaver. Worked around that leadoff walk and a fielder's choice. And here in the bottom of the second, it'll be C.J. Cron, Howie Kendrick, and Ian Stewart. Kind of a big deal with C.J. Cron getting the start in that cleanup spot as the DH. You have a right-hander on the mound, and David Phelps and Raul Ibanez on the bench. Mike Scioscia going with Cron instead.
And it also gives you an opportunity if you need it late in the game for some power from the left side from Ibanez until he gets his swing together. C.J. Cron has been swinging the bat so well. You have to ride the hot bat at this particular point, especially when you're facing a team like the Yankees who can swing the bat so well.
Yeah, Cron 5 for 9 in his first 2 games in the big leagues. He's hitting .319 at AAA with 6 home runs and 26 runs bounded in. Phelps had himself a 1-2-3 first. CJ looks at a strike. Angels has a team 6th in the American League in batting average, 1st in home runs, 2nd in runs scored, 1st in slugging, 9th in on base percentage. But the situational hitting continues to be an issue. This was fouled back 0-2. As a matter of fact, both of these teams have struggled with men in scoring position. An identical .226 batting average with men in scoring position, and with the bases loaded. The Yankees 3 for 16, the Angels 3 for 18.
Surprising when you consider the talent on both rosters to struggle like that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Yet the Yankees find themselves in first place in the American League East. The Angels in 3rd place. Joe Girardi with a lot of success as the skipper of the Yankees. Kendrick on deck. 1-2. That's the emergency hack to protect there on a fastball.
Just trying to find a way to stay in your at bat, fighting off a pitcher's pitch.
That's almost out of the catcher's glove.
Matsui used to get quite a few of those catcher's interference when he waited late on his swing and hit the catcher's mitt.
Smart man.
No question.
Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Cron goes down. First strikeout of the night for Phelps. Here comes Howie. Hey folks, on Wednesday the Angels will be hosting these Pinstripers at 7:05, and they'll also honor Derek Jeter, the limited edition giveaway for fans while supplies last. Purchase your tickets today at the Angel Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com.
Howie Kendrick, a career .350 hitter against the Yankees, including 3 home runs and 23 RBI.
Howie looks at a strike. Coming off an 0 for 4 game. The day after he had the 4-hit performance on Saturday night against Texas. Howie went around. Les Diaz brings it up. No balls and 2 strikes. Phelps a 14th round pick in 2008. The New York Yankees out of Notre Dame. Stepping off and wants McCann to run through the signs once again. Angels with the loss yesterday, now 7-8 here at home and 6-9 within the division. Foul back.
Well, it's not too odd when you hear somebody named Phelps going to Notre Dame.
Fouled off to the right. Upper deck. Phelps a strike thrower, 20 pitches, 14 strikes here to start off. Faced 4 batters. He's retired all 4.
Certainly what Joe Girardi wants to see from him. Attack the strike zone. We've got a better opportunity to get deeper into the game, especially with this spot start.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Got a smooth delivery, too. Not a lot of wasted movement. That's why you see him consistently in the strike zone.
And that is a swing and a foul tip. I should say foul ball, since McCann didn't catch it.
Phelps has thrown a pretty good changeup so far in this game. His breaking ball has been solid, spotting his fastball well, not overpowering, but spot it well.
Howard flips it foul into the seats. A little battle here between Kendrick and Phelps. And what we've seen so far, granted it's been a limited sample. Right-handed batters will show the fastball, and then got a little cutter or slider away. That's down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Phelps with 11 2/3 innings under his belt at the start of this game. 10 hits, 16 strikeouts, 7 walks. A 3.86 ERA, exclusively out of the pen.
And with a lot of different starters in this rotation, not a lot of depth as far as getting innings at a starter, so you're going to have to work that bullpen.
As you can tell by Phelps' cap, he likes to go to that rosin bag. That rosin on the bill of his cap as well as the back of the hat. Ian Stewart on deck. Now time is called.
McCann behind the plate, a very good defender.
Howie again fouling it off.
Well, he sets a good target, McCann does. Waits the last minute, moves over and sets his target. Quiet as far as his movement. He's thrown out over 35% of his would-be base stealers this season. Very strong arm, but a good game caller also.
Howie has seen 10 pitches so far. This will be the 11th. Coming back inside. And a swing and a miss. Off speed pitch gets a back-to-back strikeouts. 2 down.
Well, it's always difficult when you're on the mound. You've thrown that many pitches. You've thrown a lot of really good pitches, yet a batter keeps fouling them off, and then you go back to his changeup, and that's what he's able to get a swing and miss on. Because the hard stuff, whether fastball, cut fastball, slider, how he was fighting it off. Then a changeup down and in, gets a swing and miss.
So 2 outs, nobody on. Ian Stewart at the plate. As a bullpen guy, though, you come in getting a spot start. You know, obviously in a late inning situation, it's different. Working from the stretch here, you've got base runners, more than likely coming into a stressful situation. But when you go through an at bat like that as a spot starter, you figure, yeah, you've got a plan in place, but you figure that the starting catcher is the one that you want to kind of defer to on that.
And exactly right. And that's why McCann not only went with a changeup, but he set up in. And the reason why he did that was to make sure if he even makes contact, he's going to hit that ball on the ground, because he's looking away, fighting off the hard fastball and slider. A slow changeup, you can see the footwork for the hitter. That's why you realize so much, for me, I think, the catcher, and because he sees what the hitter is trying to do more so than what you're trying to do on the mound.
1-1. Foul at the plate. 1-2. Ian hitting .204, a couple of home runs, 6 runs batted in. Look at the bulk of the playing duty at third base as the Angels sent out Luis Jimenez today before the game. Angels added a bullpen piece in Corey Rasmus. This one's hit out toward right center field, a towering shot, but playable for Ellsbury. A 1-2-3 inning once again for David Phelps. 2 complete, we're scoreless. New York Yankees were scoreless.
Take a look at reason why. Look at our Fox vision why we were so effective with this breaking ball. You can watch that track. It starts around the knees and ends up in the dirt. Above the belt, drops straight down. Good idea of how difficult it is for a hitter to be able to track his breaking ball because it starts around belt high and then ends up in the dirt.
Brian Roberts will lead things off. He's the second baseman. Switch hitter taps the first one foul. And while in years past the fastball, more specifically that no-seam fastball to left-handed batters has been so effective for him. Now that breaking pitch, changeup are the ones that are
it seems like he's not staying on top of the baseball as well in that no-seam fastball. And that becomes a dangerous pitch when you're trying to go inside with it.
Roberts lifts one out to left field. Grant Green is there. Second major league start for him. 1 out.
Coming up later in the game, we'll check out the big news from around the majors on the Cardinals Jr. Sports Update. A pitcher who may be on the trade market has been dealing but getting no support so far on the hill today, and a club going for 6 straight wins.
Interesting. And just to clarify, I said Grant Green's second major league start in left field. He's been in the big leagues before. Ichiro takes down and away for ball 1. Yankees right fielder tonight. Off to a good start, 375 batting average, but just 2 runs batted in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
What I've always remembered as far as Weaver's success against Ichiro, it's been that big, slow curveball or changeup. Because he's a guy that wants the fastball in the inner half because he's already running down the line as he's trying to make contact. More difficult to do on a curveball.
This one pulled over to second base. 1 hopper to Howard. 2 down. Two quick outs to start the 3rd inning. In yesterday's game, we were just heading to the bottom of the 1st at this point.
Yes, we remember.
3 hours and 57 minutes. 9-inning baseball. Gardner 0 for 1. Little topper. Right side of the mound that Weaver fielded on the first pitch. Takes outside. Green very shallow in left field. Stewart in on the grass at 3rd. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 punch outs, 1 walk. Weaver so far. Phelps has matched him. 6 batters up, 6 batters down for the Yankee starter. One and 2.
That was a good no-seam fastball. That had great movement from Weaver. That's that late tailing action back in the strike zone. Starts it at the hip and runs it back. That's the movement we haven't seen from Weaver. Certainly seen it here tonight. Because it sets up that hard slider down and in because you've established a fastball in at the hip and bringing it to the corner. As a hitter, you have to be aware of that pitch inside that it could be called a strike. And when you throw a hard slider, the commitment is there to swing at it, and he almost did.
Derek Jeter on deck. 2-2 down. Off speed, a swing and a miss. Down goes Gardner. A 1-2-3 inning for Weaver. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd, but no score. Scheduled 2 more against the Yankees, both 7:05 starts here, and then it's a travel day on Thursday. We're going to we're going up north.
Yes.
Up to Canada.
Hockey country.
Yeah. They're still playing hockey in Toronto?
Not in Toronto, but Montreal they are.
They gone.
Yes.
Toronto gone.
Yes.
Raptors gone. I was hoping that the Raptors had taken care of the Nets, and perhaps a second-round matchup would coincide with our visit.
Especially with a couple day games there in Toronto.
And especially with the mayor no longer around for the time being, that we could have hung out at least the arena and watched some basketball.
Yeah, no question.
Good old Mayor Ford. Inetta, Green, and Cowgill here in the third with no score. Kurtz hitting .222 with a couple of home runs and 11 runs batted in. Fouls off the first one. Snowballs at a strike. Conker was behind the plate in yesterday's game. This one 0 for 3 Saturday night. Had a walk. On the corner. 0-2. Good battle so far between these two right-handers today.
He's thrown 33 pitches, 24 strikes.
2 strikeouts, no walks.
And both these pitchers working quickly.
You know what? It's such a valuable piece to have in your bullpen. A guy like Phelps, number 1 to throw strikes. Number 2, that could be a long guy out of the pen in those crucial situations, kind of like the Angels had yesterday. And a spot starter. That one missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's why made Jerome kind of the perfect guy for this team.
I was going to say that. I mean, when you have those type of players, they can really be a big part of your staff for a lot of years because you have that type of flexibility to start, even potentially come in late in the game and close it up if there's been too many innings out of your closer.
Inetta fouls it off to the right. Two again. Breaking pitch lifted on the first base side into foul territory to Shera with a railing. We'll watch it land about 4 or 5 rows deep. This is the second start that Phelps has had in his career against the Angels. Overall, 0-1, 3.38 ERA. 4th game overall. Inetta fouls back. Swing and a miss. There's that late action. 1 out, 3rd strikeout now.
What a great location that pitch also. Well, just a fluid delivery. Sharp, hard, cut fastball.
Grant 3 for 6 since returning to the big leagues. 1 double, and that occurred yesterday in the 9th inning. Second start, left field. His double yesterday as a pinch hitter, late replacement. This one's popped up. First base side to Share, calling for it. 2 down. Phelps running that pitch in.
He's been able to run the fastball in enough to open up the outer part of the plate for him. I still remember when Don Drysdale told me this early in my career. He said a hitter has a part of the plate and you have a part of the plate. Your job as a pitcher is to never allow the hitter to realize what part of the plate is his that night or at bat. That's why you see a lot of guys at the plate. You see a pitcher pitching away, they're just going to look away. But he's shown enough tonight, Phelps, inside to keep that outer part for himself.
Cowgill takes a strike after showing bunt. Colin hitting .327, a couple of home runs, 4 runs batted in. 1 for 3 game yesterday. Also with 3 doubles. It's a guy that Mike Scioscia's been using in that leadoff spot against left-handed starters. 0-2. Fourth 0-2 count for Phelps so far. 9th batter he has faced.
Good career ERA against the Angels coming in this game, 3.38. 0-1 though, but has pitched well.
.02 offering, a little bit high. With the fastball.
See, a lot of times that's not a great pitch. We've talked about that, but Cowgill does chase high fastballs, and you know that's in the scouting report. When you get ahead of the count, you're going to try to go upstairs against Colin to see if he'll chase a high fastball.
$18 strikeouts for Cowgill and 52 at-bats. Still a .407 on base percentage. And it's down and away. The count was set up in. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That almost seems like a product of not wanting to throw that pitch. McCann put down the sign originally, took a while, stepped off, and then came right back with the same sign. Unable to get it done as far as hitting the spot.
Roller to short. Jeter has it. A little bit of a bobble, but straightens up, fires on to first. A 9 up, 9 down for David Phelps. We're through 3. We're scoreless. For both sides. Jared Weaver, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk.
And look at our fan cam and how well, first of all, Weaver deceives the batter by hiding the baseball, and then the torque he puts on his body to be able to finish off and getting over that front leg, so effective. That is why during the wintertime he worked on his flexibility. With the flexibility, he's able to get out in front and feel much better with his lower part of his body.
Derek Jeter to lead things off at a fly ball to center field in the first inning. flash bulbs popping with each pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Many of the Yankee fans on their feet throughout this ballpark. Breaking pitch just off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Did not go. Jeter had an 11-game hitting streak early on. He has struggled of late. Hitless in his last 14 at-bats as he fouls this one back.
There'll be a scramble for that baseball.
Yeah. Derek Jeter foul ball here at the Big A.
And a Yankee fan, not the foul ball.
What? No MLB figure coming down to authenticate it with a hologram? This is lifted foul out of play.
Another souvenir. Retired jerseys in Yankee history. You're going to see this number 2 retired. All those single digits. The immortal names.
2-2.
Boy, that looked like a pretty good pitch.
Weaver wanted it.
See if this gets the inside corner. Well, just off the inside corner off Fox tracks.
Gotta go back in there, don't you?
Yes, he's looking away.
3-2 on the way. This was line towards center, a base hit. First hit of the night for either side, and it goes to Derek Jeter to lead off his 4th inning.
And that's one thing Jeter's always been so good, is going the other way, up the middle, the other way. Let this fastball travel. He got the good part of the bat. Still so smooth on that swing, going inside, getting his hands in and then through the baseball.
So leadoff man on board. 3,340 career hits now. Ellsbury at the plate. He bounced out to Pujols his first time up. No balls at 1 strike. Ian Stewart playing in on the grass at 3rd. Weaver wants to do baseball. One ball, 1 strike. Ellsbury signing a 7-year deal in the offseason. Product of Oregon State. Longtime Boston Red Sox. 298 last year. 9 home runs and 52 stolen bases. Here's Jeter on at first base. Breaking pitch, bounce to second. Howard feeds Ibar for 1. Relay back to first, and they got him a double play.
Boy, well turned by Howie and Ibar this time. You see that strong arm from shortstop from Eric Ibar. And you keep the speed of Ellsbury off the bases by being able to turn this double play. Great feed from Howie. And the slide from Jeter did not affect the throw from Eric Ibar. Well done, but it all comes from the perfect feed from Howie. High enough that Ibar can get to that base and slide and get rid of the baseball before Jeter can get there.
Mark Teixeira looks at a slow breaking ball. This is upstairs, 67 miles per hour. Teixeira drew a walk in the second, the only free pass issued by Weaver. This one's yanked, and Pujols has it. That will end the 4th. The Angels have Ibar, Trout, and Pujols coming up the top of the order with no score. Buster Posey and the Giants take on Yasiel Puig and the Dodgers, and the Indians take on Evan Longoria and the Rays. The action starts at 12:30 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
Well, the Giants playing some good baseball this season.
David Phelps has faced 9 batters. He's retired all 9 with 3 strikeouts. Remember this game in the bottom of the first inning, Eric Ibar jumping on that first pitch fastball, ripped one right back up the middle that looked like it was headed to center field. It hit off the foot of Phelps and it ricocheted to Jeter. And Phelps has been in cruise control since.
He's hitting his spots extremely well and changing speeds. His breaking ball has been effective. His changeup has been outstanding.
No balls and a strike. Kelly Johnson was playing in. He's just about even with the bag at third base. Teixeira is playing in at first. Gardner very shallow and left as usual. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Gardner plays as shallow of left field you ever see in the majors. It doesn't matter really who's at the plate either. He plays in. He's comfortable going back on the baseball. Reason why he's playing shallow is he can cut off the ball and force the Angels to play base to base instead of taking those extra bases.
2 balls, 1 strike. Who's the big guy that plays?
Austin Kearns used to play extremely.
Kearns. Willingham? Does he play shallow? Maybe I'm thinking Austin Kearns.
Yeah, remember he played really shallow. Even Josh Hamilton we saw before when he was playing some left field. When he's a member of the Rangers, played pretty shallow himself, but Austin Kearns was almost behind shortstop.
2-1 pitch. This is line to third. 1 down.
Ibar's hit the ball extremely hard twice. He has nothing to show for it.
Nope.
Stayed back and hit a rocket. And Johnson, who was playing in because of the bunt ability of Eric Ibar, reacts and catches it.
Trout hit a little soft liner to Jeter in the first inning. He's 0 for 1.
High cut fastball.
One ball, 1 strike. Yankees getting their first hit in the 4th inning. The leadoff single by Jeter. The Angels have yet to accomplish that feat against Phelps. 10 up and 10 down. 1-1 pitch. Way outside. Got around that one. 2-1.
So he's missed location pretty badly with a changeup down and in and a slider well off the plate away.
Second time through the order now. See if the approach changes for Phelps and McCann. Two-one pitch. On the corner. But if you're able to paint out there,
especially when it's a borderline pitch, if the umpire's working with you and Laz Diaz has called that outside part of the plate, why would you not try that again?
Yeah. It just sets up that little cutter to right-handed batters. We've seen that effective already tonight. Pujols on deck. Full count.
Last bat, he ran a fastball inside. This is the first full count for Phelps in this game. You've seen him throw a changeup in. Similar sequence.
And he walked him. So there's the first base run of the game for the Angels. Comes via the walk, and Phelps for the first time will work from the stretch. Albert coming to the plate.
Joe Girardi's got to be extremely happy with what he's seen from Phelps so far, especially because he's been throwing the ball well. Plus, only 56 pitches thrown here with one out in the fourth inning.
Albert got ahead of the count of 3 balls and no strikes, and on a 3-1 pitch, will bounce her back to the mound to end the first inning. So he's 0 for 1 off the plate. Never fun, is it, to you go so many pitches from the full windup, no real stress. And maybe you get some warmer pitches from the stretch between innings or when you come out, but all of a sudden in a game situation,
and you're never quite as comfortable until you are in that stretch position for a while, and he had him picked off. A little better throw.
What if that ball hit Trout?
Looked like it might have, because Trout was definitely leaning to go. As long as it didn't get him on the hand, and you could see he was going.
It just looks like the glove maybe got his face.
He kept trying to keep his hand on the base. He was torquing the shoulder.
Trout with 4 stolen bases has not been caught yet this year. One ball, no strikes on Albert.
Well, anytime you get real close to picking someone off, you can almost guarantee the pitcher's going to throw another one over. Now, if you're a pitcher, sometimes you step quickly off the pitching rubber and look and see if the base runner is even going to get a little bit bigger lead or if he'll attempt to go.
McCanna's caught 5 of 14 would-be base stealers. Good lead for him. Doesn't go, and Albert had a pitch and drive there, fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, slide step almost cost him. Tried to be quick. And the slide step elevated that fastball over the plate for Pujols.
Three infielders on the left side: Johnson, Jeter, and Roberts. Nobody on the right but Teixeira and Trout. Low throw, and that got him, or did it? Griffin.
It looked like it got Trout this time. Maybe in the rib area.
Yep. Back of the shoulder. That's one way to slow him down, I guess.
Yes.
Just throw at him on the bases.
Every once in a while, it's never a bad idea for a pitcher to let one go in that area. But the only danger is if that gets by and underneath Trout, Trout's at third base.
Yeah, it looks so much easier as a first baseman. You're sitting at home, and it's like, how can Teixeira not get to that ball? Boy, sometimes you're anticipating a throw in one area, and if it's not there, all of a sudden, and it's gas coming at you from a short distance.
Yeah, that's a short distance.
Any first baseman, for that matter.
And your mindset, too, as a first base, as soon as that baseball is going to be delivered, you're getting off the base quickly, anticipating the ball being hit hard at you.
Yeah.
So you're not only focusing on the potential throw over there, but you're also getting yourself ready to field a ground ball at you.
And as a right-handed first baseman, you got to go across your body to the backhand side. Two balls, 1 strike. This is a little base hit to right field. Trout will end up at third base easily. With that overshift on, the Angels get their first hit. And they are cooking here with runners at first and third and 1 out.
That was not hit well, but the reality is you pitched against your defense. You throw a breaking ball, a slower breaking ball on the outside part of the plate, and all Pujols is trying to do is make contact. Again, that's not normally in a normal position for an infield. That's going to be a routine double play, but instead, you see Pujols' approach was to try to go that way on the breaking ball. Part of the bat breaks, But still, he's looking to go the other way. There's no coverage on that side of the infield at all. And Trout's easily able to go first to third.
So Trout standing at third base. Reached via the walk. Pujols with a base hit. 60 pitches thrown by Phelps. 38 have been strikes. C.J. Cron struck out leading off the second. Bouncer to short. Jeter feeds Roberts for one. The first, and it's an inning-ending double play. Got him to chase that first pitch. And the Angels leave a man off. We're through 4. Still scoreless. Want TWC and by Hyundai. Hyundai leaves the rest wanting. Find out why by visiting buyhyundai.com today. Top of the 5th inning here at the Big A. It is no score as we begin the 5th inning. Brian McCann, Alfonso Soriano, and Kelly Johnson to face Jared Weaver. First one's outside. The Angels at the first and third situation. C.J. Cron perhaps a little overzealous.
It's a young hitter trying to drive something in the air, and a pitcher out there that knows he can expand his zone, maybe get something off the outside part of the plate to get you to hit a ground ball at an infielder.
1-2. I like what you said when we were talking between innings here during a commercial break about you got a guy that's stressing right now for the first time. Let him stress a little bit more as McCann lifts one out to right. Calgill moving back on it as a beat.
Yeah, you want him to feel that stress. First and third, you know as a pitcher who you're facing out there too. Jared Weaver's throwing the ball well. So you know if you give up a run or two, that you may lose the game. So let him feel that stress. Don't help him out by hacking at the first pitch, especially when it's not a pitch you can drive in the air.
Yeah, McCann learning that in this ballpark that is an out. So Weaver got in on his hands.
The ball went a lot further than I thought because he got in there pretty good.
Soriano takes inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Alfonso struck out swinging in the second inning. 3 strikeouts for Weaver. 1 walk. Couple of breaking pitches missing up. Outfield deep with Soriano at the plate. 2-0 now. 3 balls, no strikes.
We've seen this in the past. Soriano will be swinging if he gets a fastball. So if you're Weaver, if you throw a fastball, make sure it's on the outer part of the plate and down.
This one's out towards center field. Hit well. Trout moving back, and he'll make the catch. What were you saying about down and away?
Well, you don't want to throw that fastball right down the middle of the plate. You knew he was hacking. If you're 5 for 6 against a pitcher coming into a game with 2 home runs and 8 RBI, you're hacking 3-0. And he had a pitch to drive, and he drove it well. But Trout got it back at the wall. This is right down the heart of the plate.
And up. So 2 deep fly balls to start off this 5th inning. Here's Kelly Johnson. Johnson struck out looking. He's 0 for 1.
On the plus side, when you're on the mound, I made 2 mistakes. I got 2 outs. That's all you got to think of in the positive mindset.
Pulled over to first. Backhanded by Pujols. Weaver's covering. And a 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning with Kendrick Stewart and Iannetta coming up in a scoreless tie. Telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels, and it may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. David Phelps and Jared Weaver locked up in a pretty good pitcher's duel here. Both guys have allowed 1 hit. Both have struck out 3. Both have walked 1, and both have stranded 1.
Well, that might have been one of those innings where Weaver didn't have his best stuff that inning and got a 1-2-3 inning anyhow. Move forward at this point. No matter how well you're throwing during the course of the game, there is an inning you're going to struggle. That could have been the inning for Weaver, and still was able to go 1-2-3.
Phelps started off the game retiring the first 10 batters before walking Trout on a 3-2 pitch. Gave up a single to Pujols on the overshift. And then got Crone on 1 pitch, rolled into an inning-ending double play. Howie shoots one down the right field line. That is a fair ball. Ichiro trying to cut it off, hits the carom, and it goes by him. Howie's going to keep on motoring to third.
The second triple of the season for Howie, and once Ichiro made that decision to go after that baseball towards the wall, you knew there was a chance that was going to get by him. Very aggressively going after the baseball, because this ball was hit right on the nose by Howie down the line. And then he tried to cut it off, but at that angle of the wall, there's no way you could prevent that ball from getting away from you. Did a good job of getting it quickly. No chance to stop Howie from getting a triple.
Boy, he read it off the bat trying to cut it off, but that commitment, once he, like you said, that little stutter step to decide to play the carom.
And that corner of the wall, there's no way. All you can do is hope it hits your body, because it's not going to go in your glove.
Kelly Johnson, the third baseman, playing even with the bag. Everyone else is overshifted on Stewart, who takes inside. Ian hit a fly ball to center field in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. One ball, one strike. Anything on the right side on the ground brings in a run.
And throwing a slow curveball gives you a better chance to be able to hit something on the ground to the right side. Situational hitting right here, an opportunity for Ian Stewart.
Two and two. Leadoff triple for Howie Kendrick, standing at third base. Net on deck. Missed in, full count.
A lot of times when you have a pitcher like Phelps who has good command of all of his pitches after a fastball in, I think he may try to do a changeup away. Trout and Jeter jerseys all over the stadium.
Inside out swing toward third. It's Jeter getting it, fielding, throwing off balance, and they get Stewart. The run scores, and it's 1-0 Angels.
Gets the job done. Gets a run across, but that's a great play by Jeter. Basically playing third base. Get the job done. Tough pitch by Phelps to Stewart. Slow roller, but going on contact, even with no outs, especially the way the infield is set up. Good read by Howie. Solid play by Jeter to get Stewart by a half a step.
Stewart picks up his 7th run batted in. Base is clear, 1 out. Chris Iannetta now out. Iannetta struck out swinging in the third inning. 0 for 1. Lifts this one down the right field line. Hits shallow. Ichiro will let it fall in there. He kind of peeled off in the foul territory as if to play the bounce. Looked like he had a chance.
Maybe a product of what happened early in the inning with Howie's line drive to right field. Usually you see Ichiro aggressively coming in on the baseball. Well, he's not going to be able to get there anyhow, but usually with a different angle. He wanted to set himself up to get that throwing position to throw Iannetta out at second base, it appeared.
I think David Phelps is wondering what the route was.
He wanted to show off that arm. He wanted to throw Iannetta out at second, but right away, there was no way Iannetta was going to try to stretch that into a double. Alfredo Griffin was basically having him stand right at the base.
No balls on a strike on Grant Green. Got jammed in the third inning and popped out to Teixeira. Foul territory. Ball with a strike. Great numbers for Grant at AAA this year. Acquired last year in a trade for Alberto Callaspo with the Oakland A's.
And a bad guy right here at the plate to put a hit and run on also.
Iannetta has to scamper back to the bag.
The reason why you think in those terms is because where you are in the lineup, you have Calgill following up Green, so he can drive the runner in from second base with a base hit. You're thinking in terms of going base to base, being aggressive, putting pressure on the defense.
Fouls this one back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Angels striking for a run. The leadoff triple by Howie. The ground out, RBI ground out by Ian Stewart. second triple of the year.
And continues to swing the bat well against the Yankees throughout his career.
Very similar to the pitch that Phelps got Green to pop out on that third inning at bat. 3 hits for the Angels against the right-hander, making the spot start tonight. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. .74 pitches thrown by the righty. 48 have been strikes. Time is called. Cool night here at the Big A. Just 5-6 days ago. Temperatures almost at triple digits with a big wind blowing in. Temperatures dipping down tonight.
Maybe even a little drizzle tomorrow morning, they're saying. .74 pitches thrown by Phelps.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
You might see Joe Girardi call down to the bullpen soon. He's getting close to that mark, which they were trying to get him to get through 5. Or 75 pitches, he's rated that now.
Two. Slow roller towards short. Going to be tough to turn a double play. 2 outs now. Hi, folks. The Angels take on the Rays on May 16th at 7:05, and fans in attendance will receive an Angels camel hat courtesy of State Farm while supplies last. Purchase your tickets at the Angels Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com. It's a good looking hat.
Some great giveaways this season.
I'll tell you what,
a
those
lot
camel
of them.
hats, a lot of camel hats throughout the Southland here. See them everywhere.
Yeah.
Taking that one. So 2 outs, and it's Colin Cowgill at the plate. Colin grounded out to Jeter in the 3rd. Up and away.
No stolen bases this season yet. Major league level for Grant Green, but had 3 down in AAA. 3 of 4.
Looked like he wanted to go there and then stop. That pitch was called a strike by Laz Diaz. Cowgill doesn't like it.
That looked like it was quite a bit off the outside corner.
McCann had to reach for it, seemed like.
Well, when you have a pitcher that's right around that outside corner the entire game, you will get some of those calls. Now, whether that's right or wrong, the reality is if you work quickly and hit spots, the umpire works with you.
And he throws it away. That ball hit Green, and Grant will stay right there.
Well, he's only hit 1 batter this year, Phelps, but he's hit a lot at the first base. He leads the league in hit base runners.
New stats for pitchers. Hit base runners at first base. I like it.
Yeah, he's going. Right on the helmet. Off the shoulder and onto the helmet.
And we get our first "Let's Go Yankees" chant of the night down the right field line. 1-1 to Cowgill. Topper toward third base. Kelly Johnson comes in, fields it across the diamond, and there's the 3rd out. But the Angels do strike for a run on a couple of hits. We are through 5. 1-0 Angels.
the weave has been dealing. You see this movement on his pitches. Breaking ball. Soriano swing and miss. Change up to Johnson. With high fastball. Gardner get a swing and miss. That late movement. Staying away from the middle part of the plate. Late action on every one of his pitches here tonight so far. Our Fox vision gives a real good view of that movement that Weaver's been able to create tonight.
Swing and a foul ball back. No balls, 2 strikes. Outside, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roberts hit a fly ball to left field in the 3rd inning.
We jammed him with an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. That's at no-seam fastball. Weaver, when he's at command of that pitch, we've seen a number of good no-seam fastballs tonight. That opens up the outer part of the plate or the ability to throw that big, slow curveball to get a swing and miss.
1-2 now. This one's out toward right center field. Not hit very deep. 1 away.
That's a nice changeup for Weaver. And all set up for his ability to get his fastball inside. Talk about establishing his heater as one of his keys tonight. He has done so to this point in the game.
So 1 out, nobody on, and Ichiro coming up. Ichiro's 0 for 1. Ground ball to second base. Diaz brings that one up. That's that patented Ichiro swing. Got off to a slow start in spring training. Well, rumblings perhaps that maybe that was it for him. And
talk about maybe moving him.
Yeah. Got hot last couple of weeks, and he's carried it into the season. Carlos Beltran had a rough weekend, so he gets the night off tonight. One ball, 2 strikes. There's Carlos. Right 2-2 now. Weaver now 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit allowed. Just threw his 68th pitch of the night. This one's fouled back to left.
77-mile-an-hour changeup. The only reason why he made contact was up in the strike zone for Weaver. Still a good pitch. As far as the speed is elevated.
Top of the order, and Brett Gardner on deck. That one's a breaking ball missing in. And a full count. The Angels will have the top of the order coming up in the 6th inning. Phelps and McCann talking things over. Solid 5 innings for the right-hander so far. Just kept his at-bat alive.
There's not many people who can foul that pitch off, and Ichiro is just one of those guys that has such great plate coverage. Even though he's already out of the batter's box, looking he's running down the line, he still keeps the bat back long enough to make contact.
Called strike 3 on the inside corner, 2 down.
A little Mo Larry the Cheese fastball inside. No seam fastball. Very good fastball tonight with that no seamer from Weaver. Look at a slow breaking ball, runs it back. It's the upper part of the strike zone at 85.
Brett Gardner now up with 2 outs, nobody on. Slow breaking ball, caught the outside corner. Gardner bouncer back to the mound and a strikeout in the third. One of 4 strikeouts for Weaver.
Boy, slow curveball 69, followed by a 78-mile-an-hour changeup. See, on the swing, he was out in front of that pitch, anticipating something hard inside. Best fastball 89, slowest pitch 67, 22-mile-an-hour differential for Weaver tonight. Very solid.
He's gotten a little bit better with the command of the fastball as the game has progressed.
You're exactly right, Victor. You mentioned that early. When's he going to get that feel? Well, he started to get, even though that second inning when he threw 21 pitches, he started to get a little better feel for his fastball.
Off the end of the bat. Derek Jeter on deck. No balls, 2 strikes on Gardner with 2 outs. 1-0 Angels here in the 6th inning. Breaking pitch, got him. Down goes Gardner. A 1-2-3 inning for Weaver. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the order coming up 1-0.
In the building today, back in 1984, hits his 500th career home run off of Bud Black, former Angel pitching coach. Saw that one by Reggie, and then Albert in Washington, D.C. after hitting .499, comes up 2 at-bats later, hits number 500. 30 years apart, both wearing Halo uniforms, their 500th career home run.
You know, it kind of looked like Bud Black was kind of nodding toward the Angel dugout. I said, hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's what I said to him. I said,
fastball in.
Pick me up, man. I don't want to be the one who gives up Reggie's 500th home run, because Reggie will never let you know, will never let that down, I should say, who he hit his 500th career home run against.
Reggie was sporting a pretty sweet denim cap today.
Yeah, he was solid looking, as always.
Eric Ibar, Mike Trout, and Albert Pujols to face David Phelps here in the 6th inning. Angels getting the only run in this ball game in the 5th inning. The leadoff triple by Kendrick, and then the RBI ground out by Ian Stewart. Action in the Yankees pen. Adam Warren, the right-hander, getting ready. Phelps has thrown 79 pitches, this being a spot start. Ibar's hit the ball hard twice, nothing to show for it. 0 for 2.
Well, that's why I was thinking he might try to drag bunt at that point. When you hit the ball as hard as you have twice and get nothing to show for it, why not drag bunt?
Pulls this one over to Teixeira, and it goes right through his legs. Roberts is there, and they're not going to get him. See, that's how it works. You don't have to hit it hard.
The baseball gods. That's what they always says. It evens out. I don't know if I necessarily believe that. He might not get credit with the base hit, and he won't. It's an error, but at least he's on base.
Oh, man. He drilled the ball twice, the first and the fourth inning. This is a little dribbler and just came up on it.
He threw a changeup to Teixeira at first base.
Yeah.
He goes, why couldn't you hit it hard baseball at me?
Oh, man. Fourth error committed by Teixeira. Leadoff man is on board for the second consecutive inning. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
7-2-7.
Trout today 0 for 1. Broke his bat and hit a liner to Jeter in the first inning. Walked in the fourth. Stranded at third base. Lifts this one foul down the right field line and out of play.
Seemed like he just got underneath that, still trying to get his swing back. I think in terms of a line drive.
See, 5 bars on the move at any point here. Quick throw to first. Angels base runners have learned to turn their head toward the outfield when going back to first base.
Yeah, Phelps likes that low throw to first base.
One and two.
I try to see a lot of pitches. They'll start them away, but then run hard fastballs in, and then they'll start them the next at bat, fastballs in, then fastballs away. When you're facing somebody as good as Mike Trout as a pitcher, your concentration level just goes to that next level.
1-2 off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of the games that are still going on in baseball, Seattle leading Oakland up at the Coliseum 4-2. That game's in the 7th. Texas lost tonight to Colorado 8-2 at Coors Field.
Colorado with 20 wins on the season, 20-14. Tulowitzki got his 1,000th hit yesterday or a couple days ago, and he had a big game again today. He's a great player too.
San Francisco and the Pirates 10-10 in the bottom of the 11th. And some arms have been used in that game.
Yeah, quite a few of them. They both made a touchdown, extra point, and a field goal. So the 49ers versus the Steelers is still going on back in Pittsburgh.
A long conversation between Phelps and McCann. Let's go back and revisit our Hyundai key to the game.
Cinco de Mayo, little Bamba. Loosely translated means swinging. So how about swinging for the long ball right here for Mike Trout.
Ibar on board at first base. The error by Teixeira. Nobody out. Way inside. Full count. Is that a pitch thrown without conviction, that you don't trust yourself?
Yeah, that conversation was Brian McCann saying, this is what I think. I can see where he's standing, what he's looking for. Trust me on this one, but there wasn't a lot of trust in the pitch selection for Phelps.
Check in on Ibar. You figure he'll be on the move here. 3-2 count. Pujols on deck. Warren's ready to go on the Yankee bullpen as Phelps has thrown 86 pitches so far. High ball goes. The pitch is popped up. First base territory. And in foul ground, Teixeira makes the catch. Ibar alertly gets back to the bag. 1 out.
Boy, Phelps made a pretty good pitch on a 3-2 pitch to Trout. Going inside. And with late movement at the pop-up, Phelps really had an outstanding game here tonight. Looks like Joe Girardi may go to the bullpen at this point, but certainly got to be happy with what he saw from Phelps.
It's one heck of a spot start. There's no question about that. Phelps will depart with a man at first base, having allowed 3 hits, trailing at 1-0. Angels baseball is brought to you by the Dodge. Dodge.com or your local dealer today. And head to Jack in the Box and try the new Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. It's Jack's hottest sandwich yet. Halos up by the score of 1-0 here in the 6th inning, and David Phelps has done a terrific job for him and the Yankees as a spot start tonight. 5 1/3, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 run. It was earned. Ibar standing at first base, reaching on the error. 87 pitches for Phelps. As the 26-year-old right-hander Adam Warren now takes over. 14 games, a 1-1 mark, and a 1.53 ERA.
So the entire side of the infield on the right side is wide open again for Pujols.
And he lines one on left field on a fastball that was up. Ibar will round second. He's going to try to go to third. Here comes the throw from Gardner, and Ibar is safe. It looked as if for a second Marcus Patilla was going to ring him up.
And Joe Girardi's going to go out and look back in towards the dugout for the Yankees to see if it's worth to take a shot and getting a replay on this one. Important really for the Yankees, especially with a 1-0 deficit at this point. You don't want to have first and third with 1 out. And Gardner got everything behind that throw. And I don't know, the tag was late. Looked like his foot was on the base before the tag was applied. A better angle here, possibly. Ball beats him there. There's no tag applied.
No,
he's safe. There's no
Yeah.
question he's safe.
And they're going to go ahead and challenge this.
Wow.
Eric Ibar immediately threw his hands up as if to say, if they're going to ring him up, you better challenge this. And I can understand from that angle, perhaps he was thinking that the foot of Kelly Johnson was between Ibar's foot and the bag. But
Well, the ball beats him here, there's no doubt, but then the tag, it's not there. His wrist may have hit the leg, but not the glove.
This is the angle where it seems like the foot is on the bag, and
there's no tag there.
Yeah.
That foot is on the base.
The call on the field is safe. And we had a play, of course, yesterday at third base on the terrific defensive play by Yu Darvish that got overturned. Give you another look at this.
And that foot is on the base right there, you can see. And I'm pretty sure you can't go back out and ask.
The ruling on the appeal there is confirmed. So he is safe, and the Yankees are out of challenge.
And when you have a close game like this, 1-0, I don't fault Eric Ibar for trying to take that extra base. Gardner, who usually plays shallow, was playing a little deeper with Pujols at the plate. A little longer throw, it was worth the gamble for me.
So Ibar standing at third base, Pujols at first. C.J. Cron at the plate. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a double play ball.
Patience here. Try to get a fastball up.
Got a breaking ball. Didn't miss by much, and it's an 0-1, or pardon me, a 1-0 count. Hit by Pujols, the fourth for the Angels tonight. One 0. Reaching for that breaking ball.
And Warren's fastball is 92, 96. Although a slider, curve, and a changeup.
Cron getting to start at DH and in that cleanup spot tonight. 1-1. Popped him up. Third base shot. Kelly Johnson near the railing. Traps. The Halos now tonight 0 for 3 with men in scoring position. So that issue continues to pop up. And it'll be up to Howie. Howie tripled into the right field corner in the fifth inning. 1 for 2 tonight. Ran that fastball in. Off the plate, the ball one.
It's by a lot. He can bounce his slider. He's got one wild pitch this season. Can overthrow his slider. It's an overthrown fastball, missed by a lot. Cam did a nice job of catching that baseball.
Warren, a fourth round pick in 09 by the Yankees at the University of North Carolina.
Well, how often have you been saying that, Blade? Out of the University of North Carolina, baseball player.
Terrific career collegiately, 32-4 with a 3.42 ERA in 65 games. Last year's rookie season, 34 games with the Yankees, made 2 starts, 3-2 and a 3.39 earned run average, 64 strikeouts in 77 innings. 1 ball, 1 strike on Howie with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Ground ball softly hit to second base. That'll do it for the Angels. They waste an opportunity here. The 6th through 6th, they lead at 1-0. insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. And by AT&T Uverse TV. Check availability at 1-800-PIC-ATT. Rethink possible.
Top of the seventh, 1-0 Angels. Jared Weaver back to work. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth. And Jared Weaver so far has been very, very good. A lot of off-speed pitches, and it's worked so far.
Yeah, and he's been able to establish his fastball enough to make those off-speed pitches that much better. It's been a lot of fun watching this game so far tonight.
Yeah, you're hearing the roar of the crowd because Derek Jeter will lead things off here in the seventh inning. He'll be followed by Jacoby Ellsbury and then Mark Teixeira. Weaver 77 pitches. The only hit tonight is owned by the future Hall of Famer. This one down the line. That's a fair ball. He sneaks it between Stewart and the line. So Jeter on his way to second. It is a leadoff double. Fourth double of the season.
Well, that's the dangers when you don't get that other run across, when you have an opportunity in the bottom of the sixth. Then all of a sudden momentum shifts to the Yankee way. And then Jeter hits one down the line for a double. And you have a guy right now in Ellsbury that can handle the bat well, can drag bunt. A lot of options here now, the Yankees, with Jeter at second base.
529th career double. 5 shy of Lou Gehrig. Here's Ellsbury. The center fielder twice is grounded out. A roller to Pujols in the first inning. A double play ball in the fourth. Now he's hit to Kendrick. Now he's cheating in a couple of steps at second base. This one's fouled off the left. He had Stewart was playing in at third base. Five strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hits allowed by Weaver. Grant Green playing shallow at left field. Cowgill creeping in and right. 1 ball, 1 strike now. As that changeup missed down and in. Breaking pitch pulled over to second base. Howie has it. It will advance Jeter to third. 1 away.
You see Ellsbury is going down the lines, clapping his hands because he did his job. He get some high fives in his dugout. That's one thing when you throw a slow curveball that allows the hitter to roll his hands over and get the job done.
Figure that Teixeira is not going to get anything to hit here. Brian McCann is in the on-deck circle. Teixeira walked into second and lined out sharply to Albert Pujols in the fourth.
And you have that right side of the infield playing in for a potential ground ball play at the plate with Jeter at third.
Weaver's going to go for the full windup here against Teixeira. The outfield back a little bit. First one on the way. And that is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And it's Stewart, the lone man on the left side of the infield. One and one. Weaver's one of the few guys that with less than 2 outs, and even when there are 2 outs, will go to the full windup with a man at third base. Just a more comfortable situation for him. Off speed, yanked to the right field, a base hit, a changeup that was up and was handed low. Teixeira picks up his 11th run batted in.
Teixeira's been swinging the bat well of late. Even though no real numbers against Weaver. Changeup, and it was up. And Weaver knew he made a mistake. He wanted to go changeup. That ball is down and away. That's going to be a good pitch. Phantom Kim tracking him the baseball up for Teixeira. He got a changeup up, got his hands up, and threw the baseball.
McCann looks at strike 1. The Yankee catcher is 0 for 2. A fielder's choice and a fly ball to right. The fly ball to right was deep to the warning track. Lays off the breaking pitch. So leadoff double by Jeter. Moved to third on the ground out by Ellsbury. Teixeira brings him home to tie this game up. A big first and third situation for the Angels in the 6th inning with 1 out, unable to cash it in as McCann takes strike 2.
Especially when you're Weaver, you're sitting on that bench for quite a while, hoping for some breathing room, get another run or two. Don't get that, then you have to face Derek Jeter right away to start that inning here in the 7th.
Two balls and 2 strikes. 88th pitch. The Angels, of course, yesterday ran through their bullpen. 5 relievers used, the only 2 not used, Frieri and Smith. They also have Corey Rasmus in their pen tonight, as he was called up before the game. Luis Jimenez sent back down to AAA. 2-2 on the way. McCann pulls this one over to first. Pujols has it. He'll fire onto second for 1. Relay back to first, and he thrown away. Hits the screen as Weaver ends up on his belly with 2 outs. Nice play by Albert.
Boy, incredible play, and still had the presence of mind to get the lead runner at second base. Hopefully his shoulder's okay. He had a dive. Gets off the base, dives. It's a nice play. Strong throw to Stewart again at second base.
I think even if that ball gets by Pujols, Howie is perhaps there as they were playing with that overshift on, but they don't get the man at second base if that is the issue.
The old 3-5 fielder's choice. And this is more of a situation where Mike Butcher comes out to give Weaver a breather, because he had to cover the base and then dive for that baseball also. And also give Pujols a breather himself. And Weaver trying to keep a foot on the base, dives for the baseball. But still a great play by Pujols. Again, not only fielding the ball, presence of mind to get the lead runner at second.
And now you've got to face a dangerous hitter in Alfonso Soriano's had good numbers against Weaver. And the last time up, drove one out to center field to the wall. Soriano 0 for 2. A strikeout in that fly ball out. That came on a 3-0 hack. McCann replaces Teixeira at first base. 2 outs, 1-1 tie here in the 7th. First offering is down low. This now has matched Weaver's longest outing of the year, 6 2/3. Only other time he's gone this deep, April 12th against the Mets, a no decision. Pulls that one down and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
Change up. First pitch breaking ball. His 3 hits allowed. 1 walk, 5 punch outs. And you don't have to give in.
3-0. Kelly Johnson, the third baseman, on deck. When the Angels bat in the bottom of the inning, it'll be Stewart, Iannetta, and Green. Warren will be coming back out. No action in either pen as of yet. 3-1. Not hacking this time, but at least that pitch was down.
That's exactly where we were asking that last at bat. Away, too. You would force him to hit the ball hard to right center field. Now you'd think that Weaver's going to throw him a breaking ball here.
Full count. Fooled Soriano. Alfonso didn't like the call. And with a full count, McCann's going to get a head start at first base.
Breaking ball. Part of the strike zone.
The beach balls come out to the warning track out in right center field. Jeter leading off the 7th inning with a double. Came around to score on the single by Teixeira to tie this game up. 3 infielders on the left side. Pujols holding McCann on at first. Now time is called again. That one by Laz Diaz. McCann takes off the 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3 on the inside corner. Throws Soriano. And it is 7th inning stretch time here at Angels Stadium. Tied at 1.
Yankees Angels, bottom of the 7th. Weaver dealing, gets a punch out against Soriano. Here's tonight's Coors Light Cold Hard Facts. Mike Scioscia, very successful throughout his career versus the Yankees. 27-13 last 40 home games versus the Yankees and won 2 out of 3 playoff series. That Cold Hard Fact is brought to you by Frost Brew Coors Light.
Halos will send up 6, 7, and 8 here in the 7th against Adam Warren. Came in, gave up the single to Pujols, but then got Cron to pop out in foul territory. Kendrick to ground out weakly to end the Angels' threat. Ian Stewart tonight, 0 for 2. Did pick up an RBI the last time up. A ground out. One run, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left on for New York. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, 4 left on for the Angels. Warren's allowed 3 earned runs in 17 2/3 innings with 14 relief appearances prior to tonight, as this one's rolled foul. Last pitched on Friday. Yankees lost that game to Tampa Bay. Pitched 2 innings in that ball game. He did face the Angels at Yankee Stadium on the 27th. Went an inning and 2/3 scoreless baseball. Picked up the win. One, 2. Broken bat. Roller over to second. Roberts from shallow right field throws out Stewart, 1 away. So Chris Iannetta will come up now. 39,701 in the house tonight.
Treated to a real good game so far.
Chris, 1 around. Iannetta 1 for 2. Strikeout and a single. No action in the Angels pen. Jared Weaver coming back out in the 8th inning. Bottom third of the Yankees order due up. Johnson, Roberts, and Ichiro. 1-1 now.
Threw a changeup, got it around the outside corner. It's a pretty good feel for that pitch to hit a spot like that. It's the lower part. That's an unhittable pitch. Changeup.
Almost looked like a palm ball. 2-2. Grant Green on deck. Angels with the run in the 5th. Yankees with the run in the 7th. There's that off-speed pitch again.
You're seeing that more and more from right-handed pitchers. You used to always shy away from throwing a changeup to a right-handed batter. More a slider, fastball in, fastball away, maybe a curveball, but not too often in the past did you see right-handers throw changeups to right-handed batters just because of the fear of running that ball in and giving it the good part of the bat and drive it out of the ballpark.
Foul back off the glove of McCann. Yeah, I never understood that. I mean, I understand the dynamics of making a mistake, but you could just easily make a mistake with a fastball as well. That missed location fastball.
Yeah, especially if it's a good speed on the changeup.
Yeah.
More likely you're going to be out in front anyhow. You'll pull it foul if it's a mistake.
Ineta fouls this one back. This one's popped up. First base side headed toward the seats. Fans here tonight treated to a good game so far. And Phelps got the start for the Yankees, a spot start. Ended up going 5 1/3, allowing a run on 3 hits, 3 strikeouts and a walk. Weaver's gone 7 so far. This one back up the middle. Warren knocks it down. 2 outs.
And now it's time for our Carl's Jr. sports update around the majors. Giants go for 6 straight. Cinco de Mayo, they won 5 in a row. They're still playing in Pittsburgh. It's 10-10. Top of the 13th, and Jeff Samardzija is looking for any run support. Went 9 innings today, no earned runs, and still did not pick up the victory today. And they're still playing there. They just finished that one up, but he was not involved in the decision. 0-3 this season for the Cubs, with an ERA 1.62. No run support at all for Samardzija this season.
Grant Green fouls off the first offering, and it's no balls and a strike. Has anybody put in the pierogi order in Pittsburgh yet? San Francisco is now struck for a run in the 13th.
And they are going for that 6 in a row now, the Giants.
They want to celebrate with pierogies. Pierogies are good, man.
Yes.
Dare I say, better than the Philly cheesesteak?
No.
No balls, 2 strikes. Grant 0 for 2. A pop-up and a fielder's choice.
By the way, Samardzija's getting 2.16 runs per game per 9 innings when he's in the ball game. That's why he's not getting a whole lot of W's. Conversely, when you look at CJ, when he's been in there for his run support, 9.5 runs per game in those 9 innings when he's out there during the course of the game. Big difference.
And Green goes down swinging. Ward with a 1-2-3 7th. We'll head to the 8th, tied at 1. Tweet your photo using hashtag WestFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown in an upcoming game broadcast. And it's brought to you by AT&T. Our thanks to Manny Vasquez. And friend.
Yes.
Top of the 8th, tied at 1. Yankees with 3 hits, the Angels with 4. Weaver at 95 pitches, and Ernesto Friere has begun, loosening in the Angels bullpen. First one is outside. Kelly Johnson, third baseman tonight, 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout. Pulls this one, and Howie can't make the play. It may have gone off his glove. Nice effort by Kendrick. A soft leadoff single, second straight inning in which that has occurred. And the Yankees have that leadoff man on.
Yeah, Johnson was out in front. This flare that went just over the glove of Howie. The full dive just by him. He did everything he could to be able to catch that ball. You wonder if there's going to be a bunt here from Roberts.
Roberts twice has hit 2 fly ball outs. Fly ball to left, fly ball to right. Ian Stewart creeping in at third. Not bunting, hit one sharply, and Ibar knocks it down and gets away from him, and everyone is safe. So back-to-back hits to start off this 8th inning.
Boy, 2 baseball just out of the reach of both infielders. That one he's able to knock down as he tried to roll around and make the throw to second base to get the force out, unable to do so. As the ball gets away from the glove of Eric Ibar. The dive, the knockdown of the baseball, was not able to keep it in the glove. If he does, he might be able to roll it and throw it to Howie. Because he had some time to get him at second.
So 2 on, nobody out. Here's Ichiro. Shows bunt, pushes a bunt on the third base side. Stewart late to get there, and it's an infield base hit, almost as if it caught everybody off guard. And that's the play you're anticipating.
Especially with Ichiro, he gets so many bunts and infield hits.
Credit Ichiro for dropping a perfect bunt.
And right away, Ionette has pointed Stewart to throw the first.
So the infield in, nobody out, bases loaded. And here's Brett Gardner. Gardner 0 for 3, including 2 strikeouts. Takes down low for ball 1.
Well, always in these spots when you're a pitcher, that what you hope for is that ground ball right back to you. You go 1, 2, 3 double play.
Pitch takes a strike, 1-1. Gardner barking at Laz Diaz. And now other guys barking, and here comes Joe Girardi, and he's been tossed.
There's been a couple close calls against Gardner. This time Girardi's going to protect him.
Well, Joe's certainly getting his money's worth. He's going to have to write a check eventually.
Yeah, and once you come out, you cannot argue balls and strikes. You're automatically going to be ejected.
And the Yankee faithful here absolutely love it. That was an old school argument. Hands the lineup card off to the bench coach, Tony Pena. And here's the pitch that Girardi was arguing as well.
It doesn't matter where Ionetta catches the baseball. That ball is a strike. It doesn't matter that he's reaching down. When it crosses the front of the plate, it's in the strike zone.
So back to baseball here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. 1-2.
You know, if you're Weaver right now, you got to throw a pitch about a baseball off the corner.
Grant Green playing as shallow as a left fielder can. Cowgill back at normal depth in right. Trout shading Gardner the opposite way in center. The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Down goes Gardner. 1 down. Third time tonight he has gone down. First out in the books here in the 8th.
Well, you're talking about pitching. That was pitching from Weaver. After some low pitches, goes upstairs and gets a swing and miss.
So Weaver to face Derek Jeter, who's 2 for 3 tonight with a single and a double. Kelly Johnson at third, Brian Roberts at second, Ichiro at first.
And now allows your middle infielders to play halfway to try to get a double play. You can get a double play against Jeter.
Here's the first one. This is hit sharply to Howie. He knocks it down, feeds Ibar for 1. Relay back to first. Got him! What a job by Jared Weaver! Tied at 1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. A bases loaded, no out situation, and Weaver got out of it.
Boy, that's why he's the ace of the staff. That's why he has all the emotions to be able to make a pitch like this inside. Hit well by Jeter, but rated Howie. 4, 6, 3. Double play, gets through the inning with no runs allowed. Weaver, and then the fist pump coming off the mound. That's what you want to see. The emotion. Now see if you can carry that momentum and get some run support here.
New pitcher on for the Yankees as Sean Kelly takes over for Adam Warren. Warren an inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no runs. Kelly will face 9, 1 and 2. Cowgill, Ibar, and Trout. Right-hander 0-1 record, 1.88 ERA. The first one's a breaking ball down and away. This is the 15th game Kelly's appeared in. Has 4 saves, 14 in the 3rd innings, 11 hits, 15 strikeouts, 3 walks. Cowgill takes low. 2 balls and no strikes. The Angels right fielder 0 for 2. Two ground outs, both to the left side of the infield. One to short, one to third. 2-0 pitch. Again, showing bunt takes low. 3 balls and no strikes.
It's the oddest thing when you're on the mound. When you see a guy squaring around like that, you know he's not even trying to bunt. He's trying to distract you, but you still aim the baseball and throw it out of the zone.
Three and one. Fouled back. He was on that fastball. Full count now. Stick around after the last down. We'll break it down for you with Angels Live Post Game presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. All of that action in the top of the 8th inning for Jared Weaver. Took him 9 pitches.
That's amazing. Stressful 9, but 9 great pitches.
Breaking ball, and that is ball 4. Leadoff man on board for the Halos here in the 8th.
Now we'll see if the Yankees can field a bunt. More likely you're going to see Ibar, a very good bunter. Johnson over to talk to Kelly. You go over to defenses. You'll probably see him step off to see if Ibar will square around or he'll throw over the first base.
Ibar 0 for 3 tonight. Shows bunt, takes inside, 1-0. Joe Smith getting ready. The Yankees in the 9th inning have 3, 4, and 5. Ellsbury to Sherrod, McCann coming up. One. It is incumbent upon Colin Cowgill at first base to make sure that he gets a good secondary lead and a good read on the ball down the ground. Johnson charging at third to Sherrod charging at first base.
Yeah, the play is going to try to be at second if they can.
Trout on deck, and then Pujols. If we get there.
When you're taking that lead at first, as soon as you see that ball on the ground, you're going as quick as you can go. Read the ball on the ground.
Outfield all the way around, shallow for New York. 1-1 pitch. Bunt on the third base side, foul. Hard breaking ball. Eric in the hole now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You figure it opens up a little bit on the left side because on a 1-2 count, they're more than likely going to guard against the bunt. So if he gets something away, maybe he could slap something past Johnson.
He certainly hit a rocket at second at bat and almost got by him. He's moving back a little bit. Then as the pitch is being thrown, he'll probably start to move in, and that's what he did.
Would not surprise me to see Socha put the bunt on again, even with 2 strikes. Now Ibar's showing bunt, but he's been around long enough where he knows what the Yankees are doing as far as throwing over to first to see if he is going to give it away. So just because he showed it doesn't necessarily mean he is going to do that. He's not. He pulls this one foul.
Well, it was a great series in New York. When you look back at those games. The first one here at the Big A against the Yankees once again. Another very good baseball game.
Kelly, gets Ibar, hit the slow roller, and they will advance. Calgills it so slowly, nothing Roberts could do. Calgill advances into scoring position.
Yeah, Roberts thought about throwing the Jeter covering the base at second, but that would have been a difficult throw. And if you all of a sudden, if you don't make that throw, you open yourself up for a big inning. So it wasn't a bunt, but the job done by Eric Ibar. Yeah, that would have been a very difficult throw. He would have to get himself in position to turn, spin, and throw to second. And with the path that Calgill was taken towards the base, Jeter would have been screened on the throw.
So here's Trout. 0 for 2. Soft liner, a walk, and a pop-up in foul territory. Yankees have pitched him well. Takes upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Yankees have out hit the Angels 6-4. Both teams have stranded 4 base runners. There's that slider. Opening up the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's been an issue for Mike throughout this homestand.
Just get back to, instead of trying to pull things, just throw the butt end of the bat right towards the pitcher and a smooth swing and drive it to right center field.
Halos tonight 0 for 4 with a man in scoring position. Calgill in scoring position. Lays off. 2-1. Calgill leading off this 8th inning with a walk. Ibar grounding out softly, advancing Calgill into scoring position. Joe Smith will be coming on in the 9th. Two balls, 2 strikes. But Trout and Pujols have struggled in these situations so far this year. Trout coming into tonight's ball game 5 for 25 with men in scoring position. And all you're looking for here is a little flare. 2-2 now. In the dirt. Full count.
McCann wants to talk to Kelly. What's he want to throw right now? He throws a lot of sliders. Well over 45% of his pitches are sliders.
You don't necessarily have to give in.
No.
With Albert on deck. And I mean that just from purely the standpoint of setting up a potential double play to get you out of the inning.
And even though Mike Trout has been struggling a little bit of late, he still has that capability of squaring up a baseball and breaking this tie.
So a full count with 1 out. Teixeira way off the line at first. Roberts trying to keep Calgill close to the bag. Here's a 3-2. This is popped up. Shallow center field. Got him with a breaking pitch once again. 2 outs.
It's a breaking ball when Trout is on a roll. He doesn't miss. Movement in that foot, spinning around, trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark instead of that line drive, that short, compact swing we're so accustomed to seeing.
They're going to intentionally walk Pujols here with C.J. Cron on deck. They also have Raul Ibanez on the bench. If you wanted to go with a veteran over Cron tonight 0 for 3. Albert a multi-hit game with 2 singles. Ibanez continues to struggle. Raul batting 144. He's 1 for 5 as a pinch hitter. Cron in the on deck circle, kind of looking over that left shoulder. See if he gets that call back.
Getting called back.
Yep. And here comes Raul. So Ibanez will bat here.
He lives for these at bats. The Yankees know it very well when he's wearing those pinstripes.
Larry Rothschild's going to come out once the pinch hitter is announced. Rothschild coming out now. Nobody warming up in the pen. This is just to kind of go over the situation here. Ibanez in his career 0 for 2 against Sean Kelly.
So you're saying he's due?
Yeah, Raul 3 home runs this season, 17 runs batted in. His one hit, remember, was a pitch hit opportunity. It was a bases clearing double. And you don't need the long ball here. You'll take it, that's for sure.
You'll take a single through the infield.
Roberts into the outfield grass. And Raul swinging at the first pitch, breaking ball, fouls it back. Cowgill at second, Pujols at first. One ball, one strike. Off speed pitch. Now the 1-1. Strike 1-2. Howie Kendrick on deck if we get there. Kelly with a sign is ready. Now the 1-2. Bounced down, a nice block by McCann. Right off the chest protector, evens up the count at 2-2.
Good read by Cowgill not to try to advance either. Hard breaking ball. Nice job of not only blocking it, but bouncing quickly to get to the baseball.
Two on the way. And Raul just got a piece of it, fouled it off his body.
Well, you throw enough sliders, though, eventually you will hang one. He hasn't thrown many bad ones yet. 26 pitches. 14 out of the strike zone, but they've been fastballs. His slider's been good.
Two again. Raul lays off. Check swing did not go. Kelly was headed back to the dugout. And now with a full count, base runners are going to get a head start here.
See if indeed he went on this slider. Nope. Did not go.
Shara playing deep at first base. Roberts into the outfield grass as the second baseman. Jeter shading Ibanez toward the middle. others don't go because of the spin move. The move that works oh so well.
Yes, no question.
Runners go 3-2, and this little bouncer foul on the first base side. Another breaking ball from Kelly.
Well, what you want to see from on that breaking ball too is Roll to stay back a little longer and drive that ball to left center field. He's trying to pull that one now. Slider inner half of the plate, yes, but when it's away, you have to think in terms of left center field.
And that base is clearing double that he had that as a pinch hit. The only pinch hit he's had was out to left center field.
He let that ball travel, trusted his hands.
Roll trying to pick up Trout by hitting a fly ball to center field. Cowgill at second. Another 3-2, and he walked him, so they're loaded up for Howard. Three walks in the inning for Sean Kelly. And now you got to be cognizant too. If you're Cowgill, that hard breaking pitch in the dirt, as good a job as McCann has done.
Yeah, he's going to throw a first pitch slider more than likely anyhow here. Now, if he bounces this, if it gets away from McCann at all, you got to think in terms of getting that secondary lead and challenging a play at the plate.
Cowgill at third, Pujols at second, and Ibanez at first base. Cowing tripled and scored in the fifth inning. A 1-for-3 night. Grounded out to Roberts in the sixth inning. That's his last at bat. Here's the first one. That is off the plate for ball one. 30 pitches thrown by Sean Kelly. 17 balls, 13 strikes. (1-0). Fastball downstairs, 2-0. Tony Pena, the bench coach, now acting manager, wants to know where that pitch was at.
A fastball in the lower part of the strikes, that middle of the plate.
Yep. That was the pitch that got Joe Girardi ejected when Brett Gardner was at the plate in the eighth inning.
Well, Howie, just look for a spot you can drive it, otherwise take this pitch.
2-0 now. Breaking ball strike. 2-1. Matt Thornton, the lefty, getting ready now for New York. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A little bit high. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Boy, the hardest thing you can do as a pitcher with the bases loaded is try to aim a pitch.
Joe Smith has been warning for a while. He's ready to go. He's coming in regardless in the ninth. 3 balls, 1 strike with the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the eighth. Tied at 1. Here's a 3-1. Ball forward, he walked him. 2-1 Angels. The 4th walk in the inning by Kelly.
Boy, it's a good patience and that at bat for Howie. Cowgill scores the go-ahead run.
He and Stewart due up.
And you wonder if they're going to go to the lefty down in the bullpen now.
Well, Las Diaz wants them to hustle it up. Thornton's ready to go. And it looks like they may let Kelly face Stewart, which is kind of unusual. Although now Tony Pena seems to be.
He thought he got enough time to warm up, waiting for a signal down, maybe down in the bullpen, and he's ready. Now he's going to come out.
I don't understand this move. What's the point? I mean, what's the point of waiting to the last minute?
Was he waiting to see if Mike Scioscia was going to pinch hit? I don't understand why you would wait that long.
Why would you wait to pinch hit? Because you're not going to pinch hit with a right-hander on the mound.
Exactly.
Now you would pinch hit. You bring it to the lefty. A pitching change. Angels lead it 2-1.
Columbus brought to you by AT&T, mobilizing your world, and by SoCal Toyota. Check out the new Fun to Drive 2014 Camry at your Toyota dealer today. We make it easy.
A pitching change with 2 outs here in the 8th inning of the bases loaded. It's Matt Thornton coming into the ball game, and right on cue, Mike Scioscia counters with John McDonald to pinch hit for Ian Stewart. McDonald more than likely would have come into the game anyways defensively. So you get better defensively even if you don't score a run in this situation. And while we were at break, too, Sean Kelly, who was exiting after being removed, arguing with Laz Diaz, and Laz Diaz ejected him. And it seemed as if Laz Diaz gave him an opportunity to say his piece, but kind of kept jawing and eventually got ejected. Remember, he walked 4 guys in this 8th inning. John McDonald will pitch hit here. Joe Smith readies for the 9th inning. Bases still loaded. Pujols at third base, Ibanez at second, Kendrick at first. McDonald so far this year 5 for 15 as a pinch hitter, 1 for 2.
Well, he was looking fastball, which you get a lot from Thornton. He's got a good one, 92 to 96. Slider, occasional cut fastball.
Outfield very shallow with Johnny Mack at the plate. One ball, 1 strike. Thornton pitching in his 14th game. No record, a 1.50 ERA. 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. McDonald, the 7th man to bat for the Angels in this inning. 2-1.
Boy, McCann's been tested. That's a pretty tough pitch to be able to scoop that easily. Hard fastball in the dirt.
Two on the way. 3 balls and a strike. Chris Iannetta is on deck. Full count. Base runners on the move as we get the merry-go-round going with 2 outs.
He certainly didn't challenge in the middle of the plate. That was right on the outside corner. It was a strike.
Runners go, the 3-2, and this one's fouled back. Heads up, Dean. That one just in front of our stage manager.
Well, that was a good effort by Dean Benson. Just stood there, protecting us. Thanks, Dean.
I don't think I've ever seen Dean turn that red. I don't think he can move right now.
Well, again, still has to throw another strike with the bases loaded on a 3-2 count.
Runners go again, and he walked in another run. How about another gift? 3-1. Fifth walk of the inning by Yankee pitching.
This is where you hope for Chris Iannetta can have that knockout punch right now.
John McDonald picks up his first RBI as an Angel, and here comes Tony Pena. Preston Claiborne had been loosening in the bullpen. Joe Girardi was ejected in the top of the 8th inning, and it looks like another pitching change. On top, 3-1.
Run for the Halos, lead the Yankees 3-1 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Preston Claiborne coming in now for the Yankees. Got a fastball 88 to 93. Good hard slider. There's a lot of sliders. And the changeup's been very good so far. We're near 1.17.
Well, the walks have been the issue in this 8th inning for the Yankees. 5 all total. 9 at the plate, 1 for 3 tonight. First one from Claiborne. Outside, 1-0. Ibanez at third, Kendrick at second, McDonald at first now. 1-1. Jared Weaver tonight, 8 innings, 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 run. It was earned, and that was in the 7th. Two and 1.
A big spot here for Iannetta.
Two one on the way. Upstairs, 3 balls and a strike.
Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike. Even though it seems easy, but when you're aiming the baseball, it becomes extremely difficult.
He let it fly on a 3-1 count.
And again, you're going to be able to have the base runners moving, which means the ball in the gap can score all 3.
Runners go, the 3-2, and Iannetta fouled it straight back.
Pretty good swing of that fastball.
So we'll reset and do it again at 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 runs in. The Angels on top 3-1 here in the 8th. Yankees in the 9th inning will have Ellsbury, Teixeira, and McCann to face Joe Smith. Another 3-2. And he walked him, make it 4-1. Are you kidding me? I haven't seen this from a staff in a long time. And you're talking about guys too, and Sean Kelly and Matt Thornton, and now Preston Claiborne with good numbers.
Yeah, they haven't walked a whole lot of batters. 3 runs scored via a base on balls in this inning. Not 1 hit for the Angels in this inning.
That's 6 walks in the inning, 5 consecutive. And here's Grant Green, 9th man to bat in the 8th. Grant 0 for 3. Swings the first one, hits one out to right field. Ichiro giving chase. He's there. And that'll do it for the Angels. But they strike for 3 here in the 8th. We'll head to the 9th, up 4-1.
Ernesto Frieri in the game to try to close it out for the Halos and give Jared Weaver his 3rd victory of the season. What a wild bottom of the 8th inning that was. Not one base hit, yet 3 runs for the Angels.
A surprise to see Ernesto Frieri since Joe Smith was up and loosening in the bullpen, but I guess he would have been coming in a tie game situation. But Mike Scioscia going to Ernesto Frieri to try to close this one out.
Mike Scioscia was talking the other day a little bit with the media about Ernesto trying to and feel that at some point he'll be back in that closer role. John McDonald playing 3rd base for Ernesto here in the 9th inning.
Yankee pitchers threw 49 pitches in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Ernesto with a 3-run lead, trying to close it out. Jacoby Ellsbury, Mark Teixeira, Brian McCann, 3 left-handed batters against Ernesto Frieri here in the 9th. Ellsbury 0 for 3. All 3 times have been ground outs. Ernesto's first one's outside. One and one. McDonald playing it over at 3rd base. Frieri delivers strike 2. Weaver 8 innings, 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 run. Looking for his 3rd win. McDonald drops back at 3rd base. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. 1 down.
Now that's that disappearing fastball from Ernesto. Upstairs, lateral movement. Clearly, Ellsbury did not see that pitch out of his hand well at all. Great fastball.
Teixeira and Tardy on the fastball. And it's no balls and a strike. 15th game for Ernesto Frieri. 0-2 record, 6.57 ERA. Has 2 saves under his belt. 15 strikeouts now, 12 and 2/3 innings. Breaking ball, missed outside. Teixeira 1 for 2. He walked into second, lined down in the 4th, sharply to Pujols. And had the RBI single in the 7th inning that scored Jeter to tie the game up at 1 apiece. Jeter with a couple of hits tonight. 1-2. Hey, MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, is celebrating 12 years. Join the millions of subscribers. Watch every out-of-market game live in True HD on over 400 devices. Visit Angels.com for details. Since 1984, we're being told. That pitch is a called strike 3 on the inside corner, 2 outs.
Disappearing fastball once again from Ernesto.
Never picked up 6 walks in an inning.
That
going
is
back
amazing.
to 84, yeah.
That is amazing. Boy, he paints that fastball. 95. I've never seen where you score 3 runs without a base hit. No errors made by your opponent either.
McCann looks at a strike. Oh for 3 tonight. Down and in.
Ernesto's moved over to that first base side of the pitching rubber. Creates some better leverage working downhill with his fastball.
Fouled back. Big rip by Brian McCann. Yankees down to the last strike here of the ninth inning. 4-1 Angels trying to close out game one of this three-game series. Fouled at the plate, just got a piece of it.
Changeup.
I was going to say, that's a funky movement going down and away.
Well, now you think you try that same fastball. You got Ellsbury to swing and miss at. Ride that fastball up in the zone, above the letters.
One, two. Foul back. Came right after him again with a fastball.
It's been a great game and an odd game all in one day.
No doubt. A well-pitched game throughout.
Well, what a job by Weaver to escape bases loaded, no outs in the eighth inning. And then momentum, we talk about momentum, this shift over, helped out by 6 walks.
1-2 again. Swing and a foul again. Now it may have gotten a piece of McCann. He grabbed his right leg area.
He's fouled off some tough pitches, too. That's a perfect pitch from Ernesto. Slider down and in after a high fastball.
Soriano on deck if we get there. Frieri ready. This one foul back. Back door with a breaking ball. 15 pitches thrown by Ernesto. 12 have been strikes. Well, McCann has seen everything that Frieri has featured.
Try a fastball just off the outside corner now. May not have the coverage out there.
One, two. This one's hooked into right field. Calgill giving chase. Light that baby up as the Angels take the first of 3 against the New York Yankees. 4-1 the final.
Boy, a typical game between the Yankees and the Angels. And the Angels helped out by 6 walks in the bottom of the 8th. But I still think this game turned around when Weaver gets Gardner to swing and miss. And then Derek Jeter, who had 2 hits in the game, to hit in a 4-6-3 double play. Albert Pujols had a solid game. Great job with the glove. Howie Kendrick, that double play against Derek Jeter. 4-6-3 double play. Well-earned victory. Ernesto Frieri back in the closer role. Comes up with his 3rd save of the season. Jared Weaver improves to 3-2. Been very good of late himself. Not a lot of hits for the Halos. Just 4 hits. But they did score 4 runs. The base on balls was the key for that inning in the 8th inning, in which all of a sudden those Yankee pitchers out of the bullpen could not throw a strike. But a big, big victory. First game of this 3-game series with the Angels. And now Kerry's down there with Colin Calgill to break this amazing victory up for the Halos.
Thank you, Mark. Colin, it's got to feel great for you guys to bounce back the way you did tonight. What was the biggest difference you saw tonight compared to that last series?
I mean, from top to bottom, from Ibar to myself, just putting together some good at-bats, getting on base. And, those guys did a great job on the other side pitching us, and we just put together some good at-bats there late and fortunate to get the win.
In a crucial 8th inning there, you're patient at the plate. You recently just had an 8-game hitting streak. What's made you so successful at the plate?
I mean, just working with these guys every day, watching Albert go through his work and Mike and all the great hitters we have, working with our hitting coaches and all that, and they give me confidence to go out here and put together good at-bats, and my only goal is to get to first base so these guys can knock me in.
Congratulations again on a great game.
Thanks very much.
Well, Angels take game 1 of this series, and coming up next, we've got Angels Live with Victor Rojas and Jose Mota, so don't go anywhere.